to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitch it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Warhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board.
Goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Floating away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Trying play action. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Tennessee and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
You want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown.
That play at home.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it.
Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they toss.
And got to make some explosive plays.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Missouri State Bears taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him,
They set up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth,
He'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. That brings him to within 1.
how about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big
line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to...
They can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Clark wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
First down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to...
Touchdown, Owls! meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
The defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Williams looking for a man. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The quarterback takes a knee. Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Try the field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating it.
Touchdown, Zips! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, trusting your quarterback in these situations is huge, and you could tell they trusted him, and he delivered right before the half, the chance to take the lead and take all the momentum.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they cover. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Nevada! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Here comes the 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Purdy. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And after rolling snake eyes on the first two-point try, they'll just kick it this time. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights. And then
Quarterback.
the Zips will have it 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Akron! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards.
And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a team from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball.
It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Rice. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point. 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. In the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Delaware.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Field goal unit, they've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Already 2 for 2 on the day, and now a chance to finish his day with a game-winning kick. Good, right down the boulevard.
College kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Full job.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Off play action on first down. Looking left. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Past the first down marker. Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the UTEP Miners taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Straight on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Goal from the 3. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up.
Coming off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Their offense. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him.
All out of space. Turning on the Jets. The tag. Touchdown, Georgia State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
But nice job by this defense.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead.
This is a shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Gonna run it. It's Griffin. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And down. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. The game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking to pass, it's Jordan. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. In overtime. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere, big guys that can stop the run, played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
He wants it all. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed. They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very